Hello, my name is Professor Johnson, and today I will show you the 5-number summary and box plots in your calculator. Now, what I recommend is you go watch my part 1 videos on how to do this by hand, because I will be using the same data as my part 1 videos. So I will place a link for you to click on, and you can go watch those videos first. Now, what I'm going to do, I need to go to the stat button. The stat button is going to be the all-powerful button. So over on your calculator, hit stat. Now for the sake of time, I put everything in the edit screen already. So if you hit enter on number 1, or just hit the number 1, it'll bring you to the lists. Now, the lists I have written here, list 1 I put data 1, and list 2 I put data 2. And I'm going to look at them each separately. But what I want you to do is pause the video and type in the data into list 1 and type the data into list 2. Once you have that, you can resume the video. Now, I'll make a couple points. What if you accidentally arrowed up here and then you hit the delete button? Boom, it's gone. Boom, it's gone. You see that? I've deleted some lists. To get it back, go back to the stat button, the all-powerful button, and go to number 5. Going to number 5, setup editor, and when you hit enter, it refreshes the stat button essentially. So then I go back to stat edit, and notice the lists that I deleted by using the delete button are back. Now what you want to do, so if you had some data in here, so like I'll just type like 6, enter, 9, enter. So I'm not going to use this data, but if you want to get rid of that data, arrow up to the top, hit the clear button, and then hit enter. Do not hit delete, because it'll eliminate the list. And to get it back, go back to stat, number 5, setup editor. Okay, so now that you have list 1 and list 2 filled with your data sets, I'm going to show you some neat tricks that you can do when you're solving it by hand before I actually check our answers from our part 1 videos. If you want to sort the data, you can use what's called sort A. Now the way to get to that, you hit the stat button, the all-powerful button, and go to number 2. Number 2 is sort A. Now this is going to sort it from least to greatest. Now remember, in the part 1 video, the very first step in both of the videos is that we listed the data from least to greatest. Now if I just do sort A, and I want to sort list 1, so I'm going to do second 1 will bring up list 1. As you can see, the second button's blue. List 1 on the calculator shows up as a little blue list 1. Hit enter, it's going to say done. I also want to sort list 2, so I'm going to do stat number 2. I'm going to do it one more time, and I'm going to sort list 2. That way it orders everything. Now let's go back to stat edit. Now notice list 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. If you follow it, you can arrow down. It goes directly in order. That might help save you some time if you're ordering values by hand, like writing it out on your piece of paper. Same thing happened in list 2. Nice and in order, and you can clearly see everything. Now notice list 1 has only, let's see, if we arrow over list 1, you can see that there's 13. You see that 13? There's 13 data points, which matches what we discussed in the first video. And then right here, N is 14 for list 2. You can see there's 14 values. And previously we talked about odd and even and how to get your median and your quartiles and your minimum and maximum. Okay, so sort A helps organize it. That would be a benefit to doing it by hand. Okay, but what we want to do is go back to the stat button, and I'm going to arrow over to this calculate. So I'm going to hit stat, and then I'll hit the calculate button, well, I arrow over to the calculate button, and I'm going to pick this first one. Number 1, 1 var stats. Now this really stands for one variable stats. And if you have the 84, it'll look like this. It'll bring you to a menu. I'm going to choose list 1 and just hit enter on calculate. If you have the 83, when you hit number 1, it's going to go into the main screen and it'll look like this. It'll say 1 var stats, and then it'll be blinking right there. And what you need to do is hit second 1 to tell it list 1 needs to go there, and then you can hit enter. So I'll hit enter. You need to go down to see the 5 number summary. And I'll do that real quick. You see n is 13, that matched our list 1. So as you can see, the minimum value all the way through the maximum value, this will match with what we did by hand in the part 1 videos. Let's do the same thing for the second data set. Think about it. What would you have to change for the second data set? Now I'm going to quit out of this. So to quit, you do second mode and it'll quit out of whatever you were doing. Oh, I'll make a quick comment. If I arrow up, you can see this is what it would look like if you had the 83 calculator. 1 var stats and then list 1 came after it. Okay, if we want to do this again, go stat, calculate, 1 var stats, so you can select number 1. Now we want list 2 because we want the second data set. So I'm just going to change this to second 2, list 2. Calculate, and we're going to scroll down to the bottom to see the 5 number summary. N is 14, which matches. So we've confirmed our 5 number summaries. We'll check mark that off. What we want to do next is we want to make the box plot. Now, what's cool, the calculator can do this all for us. What you need to do is go to the y equals button first, it's on the very top left, and make sure everything is cleared out, okay? Clear everything. Scroll all the way down, make sure it's empty. If anything's highlighted up here, hit enter on it to unhighlight it, and it'll clean it all up. Next step, you want to go second button, and then y equals. The second y equals brings you to what's called stat plot. The stat plots relate to the stat button. Remember, the all-powerful button. It's going to the stat button, and what I'm going to do is hit enter on the first one, and I'm going to turn plot 1 on. And the type that I want is a box plot. So I am going to go to this one, and I'll hit enter on it. Okay, so I'm hitting enter on the type that I want, and you can see that looks like a box and whisker, a box plot. Now the X list, it's asking us where is the data, and we put the data in list 1, so I'm going to keep it as list 1. Frequency I'm not going to touch because we do not have a frequency table put in the calculator. And then you could get fancy and pick what types of marks you want, but I'm not going to do any of that. Okay, after you've selected all your options, you hit second mode, quits back out to the main screen, and what I'm going to do next is hit zoom number 9. So I'm going to hit the zoom button, it's on the very top middle, and if you look down at number 9, you're going to notice something. It's called zoom stat, and remember the stat button we were using? Zoom stat zooms right in on the data that we had in that stat list. So here we go, and that would look like what we did by hand, but here you can see a little bit more clearly the tick marks and all that good stuff, and it's very nice and pretty. You can see where it goes from the min to the maximum. If you ever wanted to adjust what it looked like, you can go to the window, and I can change the X minimum. That would bring me left more. I could put that at 0, and the maximum I could bring that to like 25. And if I hit graph again, then you could just see it zoomed out a little bit more. It just expanded left and expanded right a little bit, and it looks real nice. Okay, so how about we check that list 2 worked out? What I can do is actually plot these on the same exact plot. So I'm going to go second y equals again, but we used plot 1. Let's go and use plot 2 now. If we go to plot 2, I can hit enter, I can turn it on, and I'm going to go to the type. So I need to use the right arrow to go to the type, but now I'm in plot 2 and I want it to go to list 2. So hit second to list 2. Now I'm going to quit first, so I'm quitting out, and then I'm going to hit zoom 9 again. Zoom 9, and it'll refresh it for us. Now this looks a little bit different than what we did by hand, and that's because over here, that little dot all by itself, that is most likely an outlier, okay? And if we think back to what it was, I think the maximum was 30 in that data set. It'll be an outlier. So we can see and compare box plots if we plot them together. But if you want it to look exactly like the plot that we did by hand, notice in stat plot, and I go back to number 2, if I go to the type, if I go to here, you see how there's 2 options? If I just picked this option, then that would take care of those outliers. So now I'm just going to hit graph, and you see it made it like we did by hand. Sometimes you'll see it both directions. It depends on what your instructor wants. Sometimes outliers are shown as little dots out like you saw before, but sometimes box plots just are made with the box and the whisker. Okay, thank you for watching my video.